Girls, sure enough, gonna be a good time. It's a small town.
I tell you what, boys, it's good to be back. I tell you, we're back in the show today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday edition.
Friday edition. Yeah, we got a little late start this week, folks, because guys was out of town and we had some people had to work. And I tell you, it was just a crazy week. But we'll be back next Wednesday with a special Halloween show, and you don't want to miss that one. That's gonna be fun.
That's right. And it's my birthday.
And it's Andy's Long Dog's birthday.
Right.
We're gonna save the bark for next week.
That's right.
Well, anyway, let's move into some busts, and I'm gonna go with Frank Gore.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, last week he had 2 rushes for 20 yards. He got 2 fantasy points. And the week before that, he had 3 rushes for 38 yards. Got 3.8 fantasy points.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's he's not getting the ball or what. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think his age is starting to show. I think it's time for them to start looking elsewhere, probably, and hide. And you know, he deserves it. He's been there a long time. He's been, you know, a valuable player for them. But I think it's time for them to start looking elsewhere.
Could be his offensive line. You got to block for him to get free, so that might have something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. When you're sitting on high too, I know you're.
Yeah, I'm sitting on high. I'm waiting for Frank Gore to go down with an injury or you know, not have a couple good performances, so they put the young guy in there.
That's right. Well, give me your buzz, Tiger.
I'm gonna go with Jordan Cameron. You know, the week before he had about 100 yards and a touchdown. That was his best performance by far, and then last week he threw up another dud. You know, he's just been very inconsistent and hurt, and can't really lean on him this year like he did last year.
Right. How about you, Smash?
I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins. 139 yards with an interception. He gets yanked. I mean, you lose your job against Tennessee. I mean, he should do a lot better than that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. How about you, Law?
I'm gonna go with Giovanni Bernard, coming off last week, 137 rushing yards, 20 receiving yards, and a touchdown. And this week he comes out and scores a whopping 2 fantasy points, 17 rushing yards and -1 receiving yard.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are leaning on him, and he definitely hurt.
That's a killer for a number one running
Yeah,
back.
I got him on the bench this week, so he's my best running back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, and with AJ Green being gone, that hurts him a little bit too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He takes some of the
Sure.
pressure off of him.
Right. Well, let's move into some hot players, and if you want to, hold on a second. We got somebody who got called. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Did you hear me?
I got you. This Big E. Big E's in the house, y'all.
All right.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, we just sit here doing the show. We still do me shoot. We hear you up there at the old, what you call dog pen up there at Trinity High School.
Yeah, we're out here doing a little scout. You know, they got Javal Molest going to the Carolina Tar Heels. Tonight's homecoming for Trinity, and Javal's in the house, so I come to see him play.
Oh,
That's
nice.
good. That's good. Well, you ain't planning on resting anybody tonight, are you?
Let's hope not. I'm going to be able to watch the football.
There you go. There you go. Well, hey, while I got you on the horn, did you have a player in mind last week, or was this a teetotal bust for you?
A bus player for last week, really, I'm going to have to go with Alfred Morris. You know, I kind of had my stock in him. I traded away a couple of, I traded him at the beginning of the year, and he kind of done some good things, but Sunday's game, he showed up with 54 yards rushing. So that was a big old hold-up for me.
Lord. Well, we're getting ready to do some hot players, too. Do you have a hot one for me?
Oh, yeah, I got a real hot one for you, man. You know, he played Thursday night football this past week. I'd like to go with Ryan Gilman. You know, he, last week, he put up 75 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. He had 4 receptions for 30 yards. You know, he was projected 12 points last week, and he showed up with 24. He had 17 points this past week, so right now he's going to be the man to get the ball to in the backfield for the Broncos. I'm about to go with Ronnie Gilman for my hot player this week.
Oh yeah.
That is a good one. I hope he does that this week against you, too, because I played you. But do you have a prediction on that game?
Say it again.
Do you have a prediction on that game on me and you?
Well, yeah, do you want to know it?
Yeah, of course I do.
I think it's going to be a close one, but I think I'm going to get you, just like I'm going to get on 50 Shades, too. I think he's a done deal.
Oh, okay. that. Well, you know, I got Ronnie Hillman.
Yeah, I understand.
But I didn't have him against you. I had Julius Thomas. He threw up a whopping 3 points, something like that. But I'm not scared by any means.
Yeah, well, it ain't time to be scared right now, Ratty. You'll be scared when we come down to probably Sunday evening whenever you realize that it's just gonna be no chance to come back.
Watch out, Bob. Take your key away from you.
Hey, Ratty,
Yes, sir.
I hear the Blues Brothers are coming to town. Is that right?
They are coming. The Blues Brothers will be in town next week.
I heard the Blues Brothers was coming to town.
They coming to town and they gonna be shaking a tail feather.
That's good, man. That's good. That's one of my favorite bands of all time.
All right. Well, listen, we'll let you go, buddy.
All right, you guys be good. Hey, Andy, I ain't heard you. I just want to make sure you're still there.
I'm still here, bro. I'm still here.
Okay, I knew I didn't want to miss out on this Rowdy Swag Andy show. I just want to make sure you're there.
Yeah, we're still working on getting the name changed.
All right, you boys be good. I appreciate it.
All
We'll
right.
see you here.
Oh, that boy ain't right.
He's
I
not
tell you, he arrested a fugitive on this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, he thinks it's a big deal, but the real law up here, it's just
Yeah.
paperwork.
I've been in and out in no time. Amateur. He's still a rookie.
Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna go. He had a good hot player there. I'm gonna go with Matt Forte. This is what he's done in the last 4 games, guys. This is pretty impressive. 312 yards rushing, 291 receiving, 5 touchdowns, 108.80 fantasy points
That's pretty
in
awesome.
4 games.
If you're in a PPR league, he is a dream come true.
He's
I've
done
got him in a
Yeah.
league, and I wouldn't want anybody else. I mean, he's a stud.
Right. Well, who do you have for your hot player?
I'm gonna go with Arian Foster. I don't have the stats here in front of me, but I have him in 2 leagues. I drafted him I think a lot of people had given up on him after his injuries. And the last 3 or 4 games, he's rushed for over 100 yards. He's scored in, I believe, in 3 games in a row. And he's turned out to be a top 5 running back this year. He's even missed, if you go by fantasy points, he's even missed 1 game with the injury. And he still ranks in the top 5 in most leagues. So that's my hot player.
That's good.
How about you, Tiger?
I'm gonna go with Jarek McKinnon, the running back for the Vikings. He's taking over the lead role there, and he's putting up steady numbers. He played the Bills last week, who have one of the better front sevens in the whole league, not allowing a lot of rushing yards, and he put up about 100 on them. So and he's got Tampa Bay this week, and they're allowing 22.8 points to running backs this year. So that's gonna be my hot player.
That's exactly right. How about you, Smash?
I'm gonna go with Russell Wilson. He went for 313 passing, 2 touchdowns, 106 yards and a touchdown. First
And they got beat.
quarterback in NFL history to throw for 300, run for 100. So you can't get him much harder than that.
No, that's
And
Like a one-man team.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not drafted very early at all.
No.
That's the thing. That just goes to show you do not have to get one of these prima donna quarterbacks
Yeah.
early.
Exactly
You
right.
know. Well, let's move on into come on, man. This the reason I'm gonna do it now is I'm gonna talk a quarterback.
Okay.
This guy needs to grow up. He really needs to grow up. Philip Rivers. I mean, you see the faces he was making on the sidelines with his helmet
he
talking.
gets fired up.
Yeah. I mean, play football. Go out there, you throw the ball. You call the play. It's never his fault.
Right.
It's never his
Well,
fault.
last night he throws an interception into double coverage, and he looks around and wants to blame somebody else.
Bingo. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Looks like to me it's your fault, buddy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be my come on, man. How about you, Law?
This week I'm going to go with Stuck on Revis Island. And as we brought up earlier in the year, he did take my advice, and he started Mark Ingram again, who got him 3.9 fantasy points. He lost by 1 point to White Lightning, and he had Chris Ivory on the bench with 22 points. I tried to tell him.
That's a killer.
I wouldn't
put any
him
faith.
in. I wouldn't put him in either, coming off that injury in the first
Well,
game.
I tried to tell him since week 1, don't put any faith in Mark Ingram. He didn't listen.
Yeah.
So that's my
Come on, man. How about you, Smash?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo Bills running backs. I mean, somebody in Buffalo step up and run the football. I mean, you know, you got Spiller, who hadn't done nothing this year. Fred Jackson. Then they both go down with injuries.
Do those guys they get hurt every year?
Where's the conditioning in Buffalo?
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't these guys be ready for the season?
Right.
So
Should.
Buffalo be running backs. That's my.
Come on, man. All right, Tiger.
I don't know if y'all seen this or not. Andrew Hawkins, receiver for the Browns, he did a little video on the internet. It's not real, obviously, but I'm still going to do my come on, man. He asked his 2-year-old son who his favorite receiver was, and he told him A.J. Green. So he pushed him out the door and threw him his book bag and shut the door behind him. And that's pretty funny. So, but I mean, can't be locking your kids out. So that's my
come on, man. That's pretty good
That's
right
good.
there. Oh wait, I didn't do my kids that way. Of course, I wasn't no star football player either.
You know, my kid picks somebody else. I might do the same thing.
You what? Well, anyway, let's talk about this game. I think it's going. I shouldn't say it. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
The Redskins and the Cowboys. I'm just looking for Dallas just to run all over them. I'm even going to say this: DeMarco Murray's going to run for 150 yards. He's going to have about 75 receiving and a touchdown. Dez and then Romo will hook up.
Yeah.
Dez is going to get 2 touchdowns. I think Romo threw for 3.
He might throw one to Witten while he's at it.
He might throw one to Witten too, but I just don't see how in the world the Redskins have a chance in the ball game. Do you guys? What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I think it's going to be a blowout. Dallas looks really good this year. And there was a lot of talk about their defense early on, how they weren't going to be very good this year. They're actually the 9th ranked defense among just regular NFL this year, not including fantasy. They're playing well all around.
Oh.
So, and they're not just leaning on Dez Bryant. They're throwing to some of the other receivers, and then you had the guy last week, Escobar, caught 2 touchdown passes. So they look good.
Yeah, they did. What do you guys think?
Well, I think, with the Redskins quarterback situation, starting Colt McCoy, if RG3's not ready, I mean, that could be deadly.
Oh, man.
Deadly.
I agree. Well, Law, take us home with our Coors Light game of the week.
Quarter light game of the week this week is going to include myself.
There you go.
Law Dogs versus Swamp People. Swamp's hot right now. He's won 4 in a row. And I still haven't figured out. He's got the top 2 running backs on his team, Forte and Murray. Still hadn't figured out how he wound up with those 2, but
Murray was getting drafted late.
yeah, I don't think anybody expected
real
him
late.
to be the number 1 running back in the league.
I
But
figured he'd get hurt.
he's come out with rushed for over 100 yards, 7 games in a row. So it's going to be a good one. That's my Coors Light game of the week.
Well, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. That should be a good ball game right there.
Yeah.
And well, anyway, hope you enjoyed the show. And Pat, do your thing, brother.
From all of us here at Tall Way Up Crew, see you next time.